Have you ever wondered why we so often search for answers outside ourselves, when perhaps the right path lies within the very universe that created us? Before religions, philosophies, or scientific theories, there was something greater, silent, and wise: nature, the cosmos, the force that gives rise to everything. We are not visitors of the universe. We are an extension of it. Every atom in our body has been part of ancient stars, cosmic explosions, and worlds we cannot even imagine. This awareness should remind us that, when we seek guidance, clarity, or answers, it makes sense to reconnect with where we came from. Yet, despite this, many people still believe that a correct name, a specific ritual, or an intermediary is necessary for the universe, or the creative force, to hear us. Humanity has always tried to translate the unknown into words, images, and symbols. Religion offered names, rituals, and temples. Science sought to understand laws, patterns, and logic. Spirituality tried to feel the invisible and subtle. None of these paths is wrong. They are all human attempts to comprehend something immense. The problem arises when form overshadows essence, when a name replaces intention, when ritual outweighs connection. How many of us have prayed with fear, worried about calling the sacred the wrong way: God, Jehovah, Jesus, Allah? Would the intelligence that created the universe reject a sincere heart just because it didn't use the correct name? What if, instead of focusing on names, we sought something greater, something no human could create: the universe, the consciousness that generates us, the force that keeps every star in place, existence itself? Nature has always been the oldest address of the sacred. Before temples, there was the sky; before books, there was silence; before rituals, there was wind, stars, the sea, and earth. When you gaze at the night sky, when you feel the wind on your skin, when you listen to the sound of the sea, when you touch the earth beneath your feet, you are not just observing. You are connecting. You are speaking to something beyond any name, any language, any human explanation. This form of connection is simple. It does not require intermediaries. It does not require permission. It does not depend on temples, books, or ceremonies. And this simplicity gives the individual something precious: autonomy. When we connect directly with the universe, we do not need others to validate our faith or our requests. We do not need permission. The universe did not make us incomplete. It made us part of itself. We do not need others to validate our faith or our requests. When we stop fighting over names, titles, and creeds, we return to what truly matters: essence, the essence of who we are and what surrounds us. We are not separate from the universe. It is within us. Every breath, thought, and feeling is proof of this connection. Perhaps the path is not to choose between religion, science, or spirituality. Perhaps the path is to realize that all these forms came after the universe, not before. They are human interpretations of something that existed long before us. When we stop arguing over names and labels, when we stop searching for intermediaries, and return to feeling the essence, communication with the universe ceases to be a request. Let's take a quick pause to subscribe, like, and share. Have you done it already? Okay, let's continue. But maybe you're asking yourself, if I'm already part of the universe, why do I sometimes feel lost, empty, or disconnected? The answer may lie in the way we live today. Modern life brought us speed, noise, and an overload of information. We are so busy looking outward, at screens, demands, comparisons, that we forget to look inward, and when we lose touch with that inner space, we also lose touch with what has always been within us, the universe. Disconnection doesn't happen because the universe moved away, it happens because we stopped listening. It's like a soft melody playing in the background, it never stopped, but we need to quiet the noise around us to hear it again. The good news is that reconnecting doesn't require anything complicated, it doesn't require long journeys, sacred temples, or complex practices. It only takes a moment of presence, it only takes pausing, breathing deeply, and feeling. Think about it, every time you breathe, the air entering your lungs has passed through trees, rivers, and oceans. Each molecule of oxygen keeping your body alive is part of a cycle that has existed for billions of years. When you breathe, you are literally exchanging energy with the planet and with the cosmos. The connection is already there, happening in every heartbeat, in every inhale. It doesn't need to be created, we only need to remember it. And when we remember, something changes, worry seems smaller, the rush loses its meaning, and a space of clarity opens up, where answers start to appear naturally, not because someone handed them to us, but because they were already inside us, waiting to be recognized. The universe speaks through symbols, through signs, through synchronicities. In the butterfly that crosses your path at the exact moment you think about change, in the rain that falls when you need purification, in the calm sea that mirrors the state your soul longs to reach. These signs are not coincidences, they are reminders that you are not alone, that there is a constant dialogue happening between you and the cosmos. But to notice this dialogue, we must change the way we look. Instead of seeking answers in endless words, we can learn to feel them in silence. Silence is the oldest language of the universe. It is within silence that essence reveals itself, and maybe that is exactly what our soul longs for. To return to simplicity, to listening, to being present. When you manage to hear that silence, when you realize you are not separate from anything, you discover that the universe is not something distant, but the home where you have always belonged, and from that point on, everything changes. The way you see yourself, the way you treat others, the way you live each day, because those who remember they are part of the universe, begin to live with more respect, more love, and more presence. And maybe this is the true answer we've been searching for all along.